Hey, it's Sam Cook, the founder and co-host of the Ukraine Military History Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Ukraine Military History Podcast. This is an episode with Rob and a commander in the International Legion of GUR, Defense Intelligence Agency of Ukraine. This episode is where Rob meets a frontline commander that's willing to come talk and share his perspective on the war. He obviously has asked for security reasons for himself and his family and his friends to be blurred out for this and his voice altered, but still I think it gives you a great insight into the current situation on the front lines from an elite special operations operator who has an extensive background for several years in SBU Alpha, then moved over to International Legion GUR, where they talk about the differences between both organizations, also the current frontline situation as it stands in the sector where they're fighting down on the Zaporizhzhia front. So I hope you enjoy this part of our current war discussion where we invite our favorite guests, our commanders, frontline operators, special forces operators, anyone who'd like to share their perspective through their own voice, their own experiences, because that's really how history is written. The first draft of history is written through firsthand experience, documenting that as we do it here on the podcast, speaking to Ukraine's elite fighters on the front line. So enjoy this episode and look forward to seeing your comments after the episode. Before we start this episode, I just wanted to make a quick word to mention our sponsors. I'm going to give you a brief introduction for our sponsors, and then at the end of the show, we'll do a longer discussion about each sponsor and what we're offering so that you can get right into the content. So this podcast is funded by the Borderlands Foundation. The Borderlands Foundation is a foundation that I established to make sure Ukraine's heroes are never forgotten. And we have two main centers that are, in effect, the sponsor for this podcast. The first center is the Ukraine Military History Institute. It's an English-speaking and Ukrainian-speaking center, which is, our mission is to translate Ukraine's history from Ukrainian into English for the world to consume and learn from. Ukraine has a lot of allies who've supported it. Almost all of them, the common language of military officers, military historians, and professionals is English. So the Ukraine Military History Institute created and sponsors this. And I'll tell you all about our programs and how you can support the Institute at the end of the episode. The second sponsor for this podcast is the Ukraine Center for Traumatic Stress. This is also part of the Borderlands Foundation. It's a center dedicated to research and raising awareness and helping to bring in to Ukraine cutting-edge therapies, treatments, protocols, and education related to post-traumatic stress disorder. The heroes of Ukraine that are fighting this war, whether they're Ukrainians or foreigners who've come in to fight side by side with Ukrainians, they're writing this history, which creates the stories, which creates a strong future country. And those memories have costs, so we're dedicated to helping advance the research, treatment, and breakthrough that all soldiers, veterans can have dealing with and overcoming post-traumatic stress disorder and mental health that arises from their service. And then finally, our last sponsor is the Borderlands Group. This is a for-profit company that donates the money to fund the Borderlands Foundation and all of our programs. I'm also the founder and president of that organization. And we do military advisory for defense companies working inside Ukraine, and consulting and software development and technical work for both governments and military defense companies. So with that, that's our sponsors. At the end of the podcast, I'm going to tell you a lot more about each sponsor if you're looking for ways that you can contribute to the Borderlands Foundation, our two centers, or if you'd like to work with myself, Rob, and other contributors for this podcast, I'll talk to you about how you can get in touch with us through the Borderlands Group for that.
Hi everyone, it's Rob Lee. Here's another installment of the Ukraine Military History Podcast. Today I'm joined by Mozart, callsign Mozart, who's the company commander in the International Legion. Maybe you could give us a little bit and tell us a little bit of your backgrounds.
So, hi everyone. About background, my background is since 2016. I start from police. Then it started from 2017. It's counter-terrorist unit Alpha SBU. And then since 2024, I was transferred to International Legion of GUR.
So, and right now, maybe explain what you're doing in GUR and the International Legion.
Sure. In International Legion now I have commander of separate special forces company, so it's elite unit of the Legion. Our specialization is ambush, raids, diversion, but in the same time we could do regular infantry work. So in fact we could do anything. It depends from the mission, from the mission.
What is the Legion doing right now? Like what type of operations? What kind of role is it playing?
Legion is important, very important part of armed forces of GUR. Different operations. In fact, we do that work when and where regular army needs some help to defend, to attack, maybe some special operations, and something like this.
And then, in particular, your special forces company, what roles that play within the Legion?
Intelligence, and special operation on the front line and on the enemy territory.
And what role did drones play in like task organization or the role in the company itself?
What do you mean?
Like UAVs, UGVs?
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. We have our own UAV pilots teams, Raccoon troops, our own fire support, but at the same time, of course, Legion, like a whole unit, help us if we need some. I mean, big wings, for example, or I don't know, armored vehicle or medevac or some.
So you most using FPVs, Mavics, heavy bombers too, or?
Yeah, of course, Mavic, FPV, big wings, bombers like Vampire. No, Vampire. In fact, it's more for logistic, or ground drones, and anything that we can use against our enemy. Plus our Raccoon teams using small drones for intelligence, for example, like DJI Avata and something like this. So we try to create and try to work as a most modern or most technical unit, not just like a regular infantry, as I said.
And you've been in the Spetsnaz part of the front line for some time, is that right?
Sometimes, yeah.
What's the situation there right now?
Situation is normal, much better than it was a year ago or even half year ago. Really big number of the different units, but it's work like one mechanism and it's cool coordination. So hard but controlled situation.
What do the Russian tactics look like down there?
It's like Reds tactics, like Vietnam. I don't know, because this, in fact, Reds and tactics is do or die. They have almost no evacuation. They send their people in one way, or you will do or you will die. And it was talking about even Russians that we captured. They said we have no choice, or we do or we die.
Is it mostly VDV units, or which Russian units are fighting?
Different VDV prisoners. Wagner. Wagner.
Yeah, form about
yeah. Different, but in the most it's VDV, just airborne.
Is there a large quality difference between VDV and regular units at this point?
Their qualities become the same behind FPV.
Yeah.
Or our guys. They really serious opponent, but when you created a big kill zone,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
In effect, and VDV and Wagner and everybody else, they use the same tactic. Move as far as you could, don't shoot, and take cover, and just tell us where the Ukrainian soldier move, when Ukrainian transport move. And we will attack them by drones or by artillery or something.
So it's still infiltration is the main tactic, plus trying to locate things for UAVs.
Yeah. And one more tactic, it's terror, in effect, terror of civilian, because now they start to attack civilian transport in Zaporizhzhia 3 or 4 days, day by day. Trolley bus, just civilian car.
With Molnia or FPV?
FPV.
Yeah.
No, Molnia too, but now it become to FPV. I think it's 1-2 teams, but you know what the effect it does on civilian people.
What about VDV units? Like, how is their UAV component? Is it stronger than regular Russian brigades, or is it mostly the same?
In them?
Yeah.
Depends from the team. It's not. We're not talking about the quality of whole units, because we're talking about big number of teams, really big number of teams, because on one guy, for example, not us, other unit of armed forces, it could be 9, 10, 12 FPV till they kill or think that they kill.
And the Russians have they have big bunkers down there, right? Very strong fortifications. So that, what I was told is that compared to the parts of the front line, the Russian UAV teams are often in these really well covered positions, and it's kind of harder to get to them sometimes.
It depends from the teams, because they have interesting tactic, new pilots, or maybe some, I don't know, pilots not high quality. They come in closer to front line, and they, in effect, not good take cover. More effective groups and more maybe long service group, they try to back from the front line, but they work on the biggest distance.
Like Rubicon or?
Yeah, something like this.
Okay. Hers is a unit called Aeroflot down there too.
No.
Okay. What's your view of Russian Spetsnaz and their component, like what role they play?
In effect, in area like Zaporizhzhia, when you have big landscapes, it's hard to set. If we're talking about more forests, like, I don't know, Sumy, maybe Donbas, Chernihiv, and etc., they're good. They good. They really high quality soldiers, and it's serious opponents.
Because how has the fighting kind of changed this year, maybe compared to last year?
Fighting?
Yeah, let's take character of the fighting. I don't know, drones, the kill zone, any of the kind of factors. Has it changed much, or is it kind of mostly the same?
Change? Yes, it's always change. War is changing too fast. But in effect, it's changed in the way of using. They almost don't use armor vehicle. They almost don't use big troops, because it's hard to hit, or because it's easy to hit.
Right.
They try to just 1, 2, 3 guys, like rats, between our position, infiltrating as deep as they can. So if a year ago or 2 years ago, the main philosophy was just attack our position and try to kill as much as they can. So now they try just infiltrate between our position as deep as they can. But from the other side, a lot of them when they infiltrating, they already go to surrender to our guys because they they also tired. They want to eat. They could stay in the position without water and food 10 days, 12 days, 20 days. That's why it's have plus and minus.
What percentage of casualties do you think are caused by drones?
I think it's minimum 80%, even 90.
Both sides?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's really not often straight fight, even artillery. I think 80% minimum.
What about the role of glide bombs? Is that a big issue in Spetsnaz? Cabs?
Cabs, they most use on Zaporizhzhia or the nearest villages like Kamyshevacha. And the main thing is terror. Because really CAP is not so effective because you need to exactly know coordinates of position. Because for example, when I was in the field, one time we have 8 caps around our position, not so close, but in fact, and no damage. So it's from time to time.
Okay. You said artillery not playing much of a role right now? Artillery, is it playing much of a role on either side?
Yeah.
Still a problem?
Yeah, still problem. It's a big problem because Russians have a lot of artillery, different artillery system, and they could, it's not problem for them to change the system. So if we destroyed some mortar or something else, I think 1-2 days maximum, and they change it.
And so fighting Spetsnaz, it's an urban battle. How is it different fighting in urban terrain than maybe somewhere else?
It's of course it's different. Different because you almost no have high quality shelter, and you even cannot dig in this shelter. And the biggest problem, like urban fight, that as I said, after infiltrating, you even don't understood who in the nearest building. So it's a common situation that not our guys, from other unit, 2-3 days defend position in one house. In the nearest house is enemy.
And so, how many? I mean, is there actually small arms engagements happening? Is it common, or is it not very common?
One more time.
Like small arms engagements between infantry on both sides.
It's common. It's common things.
In urban environment, is pretty much everyone based in basements at all times? Is that the main position, or are people at different levels?
Depend from type of building, but as a rule, it's basement. Basement. But if we talking about big building, big floor building, so we should and we must from time to time make a position on the floor to look around what's happening.
Are snipers playing much a role?
No,
not at all. Okay.
Not at all. I think if we're talking about 100% effective, sniper is now, I think 10% effective. It's a very, very specific mission.
To get to the front line now, zero line, how far are you guys walking to get there?
My unit? It depends from mission, but in fact we train into 10, 20, 30 kilometers. It's our specialty, and that's why we're training for it and do. No, in fact, maximum it was 9, almost 10 kilometers.
Okay. Were you going past the front line at that point, or just staying at the front line?
And standing and passing.
Okay. And then when you're doing raids, what are the targets typically?
Typically, it's soldiers. Soldiers position, because because the main thing is cross the front line and do it highly and make some fair to the enemy. So that's we're doing.
Okay. How has the fighting changed with the weather? So it's warmer now, summer months, compared to, say, the winter time. Is there much kind of change in how the fighting occurs, or is it mostly the same?
I don't think the weather, no, I mean, the weather of the year is so important. It's more important type of the weather. Rain, smoky, snow. The main things to do our operation when drone activity is minimum. Because it's really the huge problem and the most main problem, I think.
The counter-thermal suits work, or is that not really working that effective? The counter-thermal suits, which tries to prevent thermal.
It's depend from the factory, because common situations that a lot of private factory just want to make money and sell low quality. So when it's good, it's work.
Okay. Do the Russians use it very often? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it effective on their side though?
It's depend on our UAV team how high quality they work. But it's work.
Okay.
It's work.
We talk about your unit itself, like the Legion. Obviously, it's a lot of foreigners. Where are these? Where the guys come? What countries are they coming from? And then what's the kind of rough composition of your unit?
From almost all of the world, but if we're talking about exactly my unit, so we have from Norway, USA, Dutch, Canada, by the way, Belarus, Russian, even. What else? Was 9 Nigerian guys.
Okay.
Also. They already transferred in different unit, but they were. What else? Italian guy, young Italian guy, and of course Ukrainians.
What percentage are Ukrainians in Legion, you say?
Hard to say. It depends on the exactly unit or squadron, but I think we can talk about 40-50%.
That high? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. What's the training like for your guys? How much training do they have to, like, so if someone's going to join your unit, how much training do they do up ahead of time before they'd actually be deployed?
You see, we not so, how to explain? For me, basically, it doesn't matter how many you push-ups or sit-ups on the start when you come. But my requirements that after some period, you must become better. So if you could even don't push up at all. But if after 2-3 months you still don't push up, it's problem. But the main philosophy is use people in that way where they will be much and more effective. For example, if we're talking about good UAV technique, as a rule, it's some IT who at all couldn't do sport, but he good technique. And that's why it's important for me, a specialist.
Do most of you guys have a military background, or are some of these guys civilians who just came over?
Now or our requirement?
Yeah, either one.
Different. As I said, for me, it doesn't matter if people have some background or not. The main thing is their motivation. If they really have good motivation, really motivation, it's enough for me. And they don't afraid to work, and study something new.
Okay. And so if guys want to come over, they can do different specialties, right? So it's not all infantry. It could be UAV operators. It could be...
It's not a problem.
Okay.
But if at the first time man said or woman said, I want to be a UAV pilot, for example, he came, and on the second day, he said, no, I want to be a sniper. No, it doesn't work.
Okay.
You work on this position that you want sometime, and if really you want to change, it's not a problem.
Okay. Let me talk a little bit of your background. So when you were in Alpha, what did you do earlier in the war before you came to GUR?
I was served, as I said, in Alpha. My main specialty was combat medic, so the main role in the group. And it was different counter-terrorist and different counter-criminal operation. And it was OS, it was after ATO. So it's deployment on Donbas. It was almost all Luhansk Oblast, Donetsk Oblast, different mission. A lot of them I could not speak about.
Okay.
So, but it's really Alpha is I think it's best unit about studying, about military studying, special forces studying. So it's great school.
And so you were in Kyiv at the beginning of the war, or the
Yep.
beginning of, so what, let's say before the invasion, did you think there was going to be an invasion? Yeah. Okay. And then what did you do during the Battle of Kyiv? Because I mean, again, I think it's a famous battle. It's like one of the most important battles of like modern history. And there's still a lot not known about the role of different elements. Obviously, SBU Alpha is more secretive, so there's a lot of things that they don't want to talk about. But what can you say about what role you played during that battle? Maybe what they kind of did to prevent the invasion or stop the invasion?
It was funny because invasion starts 24th of February, 23rd of February. I was on a duty. I was on a duty.
Okay.
On combat duty. And my duty started at 23, as I said. When I was coming for work, I was walking through a Russian shop, and I thought that I want some cookies, because I thought that if tomorrow war, and I want cookies, and tomorrow starts war.
Yeah.
What we did at first, we it was really hard times, because nobody knows what's happening, what will happen next. So at first, I solved that my family was evacuated to the west of Ukraine. Then we really waiting when phone connections gone, when I don't know, when everything gone, but not. And then start to move in Kyiv and do captured agents, Russian agents, or start to move from building to building, looking for them and capture them. A few operations in Kyiv Oblast. Pretty interesting. What else? A lot of things, but not talking about everything.
So part of it, so Alpha was in charge of personal security for leadership. That's one of the responsibilities.
Yeah.
Obviously, you said you rolled up a lot of the agents the Russians had used here. They were planning, once they occupied Kyiv, that these people would like help run the kind of occupied government essentially. And third, you also had teams that were attacking the Russian forces themselves, right? Doing kind of ambushes, raids, up things like Irpin and Moshun and those directions.
Yeah.
Was this kind of the golden age for special operations at that time, the beginning of the war, when they came in? Because it looked like, just from my perspective, that you had a large conventional force move in, not really coordinating very well. You had a lot of targets, and you had great terrain to use for special operations to kind of do raids, ambushes, all these kind of things.
Yes.
And it's before FPVs kind of made everything worse, and so you could kind of maneuver still.
Yeah.
I mean, was this kind of just like the peak of like, you know, special operations in
Yeah.
the modern era?
In general, basically, it's really, of course, it's hard times and it's really no, scary times. But yes, for special operation forces, it's goal time to work.
And then after Battle of Kyiv, where else you were in the war?
Next, it was Kherson Oblast, when Ukrainian forces start to attack Russians and move to Kherson. It was attack and clear cities and villages in Kherson Oblast. Personally, me wasn't in Kherson exactly because we have rotation in the time, but we really from front line was near city Apostolova. And then from village to village we start moving deeper and deeper. Of course, with armed forces of Ukraine.
What kind of role were you playing then? I mean, were you ahead of the conventional forces? Were you clearing things behind the conventional forces?
With them.
Okay.
With them, as we said, it was goal time for special operations. So we did much of work because, for example, with one of tank battalion, we were flying on the Mavic to correct their shooting. Then we was like a recon group. Then with some other units, we was cleared Arkhangelske, Vysokopilya.
Okay.
So a lot of different operations.
And how quickly did you adopt UAVs at this point? Is it just Mavics? Is it just for like reconnaissance, or were you kind of moving more aggressively into UAVs at this point in Alpha?
Alpha is, I think, it's one of the most modern and technological unit now. So it's really fast to improve. They really fast improve themselves and exactly in UAV. So first Mavic, then first FPV, one of the first FPV, then bombers and many other things. Really, it's very costly, but very effective.
How early did you start using FPVs?
In Alpha? Personally, me
or just you or the rest of the unit?
It's huge. It was huge role of FPV, and it's very fast to become almost everybody FPV operator. And it's really a huge number of different courses, different, I don't know, every place that in what we can study, we study.
And you were in Bakhmut later, right?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Bakhmut?
Bakhmut, exactly. My unit was a mortar team, but in the same time it also Mavic, FPV, and recons, and many others.
And then what about after Bakhmut?
After Bakhmut was hospital.
Okay.
It was my first injury. It also was one of the operation when, by the way, Mitch team, guys from Mitch team do some work. They have some trouble, and almost all our unit began to get out them from this front door.
So I talked to guys from SSO who are snipers in Bakhmut, and they kind of said this was the golden age of sniping, basically, during that battle.
Yeah.
Before UAVs kind of made sniping difficult, you had a obviously heavy infantry force on the Russian side, and you had like pretty good terrain, you had tall buildings, other things to use this way. Was Alpha doing a kind of making that a main priority during that battle too?
Yes. No.
Okay.
In the same time.
Okay.
It's really Bakhmut. It was a place where you can do almost every work you want. Sniper, FPV, mortar, anything you want. And it's really was a huge mix of different units. But as you said about bad Russian communication in the start, I think we could talk that in Ukrainian armed forces, from time to time, we have the same problems.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember it being a big issue earlier in the war. So you're a mortar team then. You're still using mortars now, though, right? But I know some units have kind of not using mortars very heavily because the kill zone has expanded so much.
Yeah.
And obviously mortars have so much shorter range. How has the employment kind of maybe changed with mortars?
Now you mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, mortar, it's something like sniper. No, really, because a big kill zone, especially on the big landscapes like in Zaporizhzhia, so you almost can't use snipers, mortars, and some PTRK, for example. It's also unuseful things. It's better to make one FPV teams instead of PTRK team.
What do you think? What does the future of special operations look like, do you think? I know it's a debate in NATO militaries. What lessons should NATO SOF kind of learn from this war? Some are going into obviously going to drones. FPVs is part of it, but what kind of I guess lessons have you drawn that you think NATO SOF should learn from this war?
I think future of special operation forces, it's right philosophy of this unit. It should be a technological unit. It should be 25, maximum 30% of infantry, not more. It's a really huge UAV component, different UAV component, because as I said, I think future of special operation is complex, because and complex and ability to adaptive.
Yeah.
Because situation every time changing fast. And really right commanders. When commander want to save his personnel, his guys, then it future, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, great. Thanks so much for telling me. And we'll include a link if you are interested in joining the Legion or want to donate to the International Legion. We'll have a link below in the comments. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, it's Sam Cook, the founder and co-host of the Ukraine Military History Podcast, and thank you for listening to another episode of our podcast, sharing the stories of Ukraine's heroes for the world to make sure that we're able to fight and win this war and the future wars against Russia and those who are fighting against freedom. So for all of you who are listening to this podcast, if you're watching it online on YouTube, please know that you can also subscribe to our podcast on podcast apps so that you can be notified of future episodes as they're released right there on your phone. For those of you who are listening to this on your podcast app, please know that you can also watch a full HD video version of this podcast with our guest and see the moments that you missed, see the body language, understand the emotions as you consume this content, because we understand that for those of you who really want to understand what's happening, the best way to do that is to watch the videos as people share their stories from this war and tap into the raw emotions that you heard as you're listening to this podcast. For those of you who'd like to learn more about the Ukraine Military History Institute, please go to our website, www.ukrainemilitaryhistory.org, where you can see all of our episodes. You can download show notes to our episode. Anything that we mention in this episode or any other episode, we're going to link to it in those show notes. There's summaries of the podcast. There's complete PDF transcripts of every podcast that you can download. You can share these pages with your friends so that they can also see all of the great resources on the website. We're also publishing papers and military history publications, translations, things that we mentioned in the podcast, you will be able to download on the website. Thanks again for listening to the Ukraine Military History Podcast. This is a production of the Ukraine Military History Institute by the Borderlands Foundation, where we're making sure that Ukraine's heroes are never forgotten. You can also go to our foundation website, borderlands-foundation.org, where you can learn all about the Ukraine Military History Institute, the Ukraine Center for Traumatic Stress, which helps veterans recover from the psychological impact of war, and then finally, the Ukraine Freedom Summit, which is an annual event that we host to help Ukraine's veterans, Ukraine's heroes, share their stories with the world and let them connect with people around the world who are supporting Ukraine. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode. Finally, if you'd like to support our podcast, please share this with your friends on social media. Please subscribe to us on all of your social media platforms, comments on the episodes that you love, and also leave us a review on podcast episodes so that other people can find our show. Thanks again for listening to and supporting the Ukraine Military History Podcast, where we make sure that Ukraine's heroes are never forgotten. So thank you for listening to this episode of the Ukraine Military History Podcast. I promised you at the beginning that I'd tell you more about our sponsors. If you'd like to find a way to support the Ukraine Military History Podcast, the Borderlands Foundation more broadly, or if you'd like to work with myself and the contributors, the editors, and the guests that come on this show. So this podcast is produced by the Borderlands Foundation. The Borderlands Foundation has two main initiatives. Our mission at the Borderlands Foundation, it was founded right after the war started in 2022, is to make sure that Ukraine's heroes are never forgotten. And there's two things that I'm passionate about helping Ukraine do. Number one is build a strong future for Ukraine, for my family that I'm raising here in Ukraine, through national military history study and education. I believe that nations, great nations, are founded and sustained and grow in strength based on the stories that those nations believe together about their history. And Ukraine has had a very complicated history. It's a very old country. A lot of people don't understand that Ukraine's 500 years older than actually Russia, as Ukraine was around before Russia. Ukraine was founded by Vikings that moved to this part of the world in the 8th and 9th century and were traders and became rulers of the local Slavic people. So Ukraine, Kievan Rus, was an ancient and the most powerful empire in Europe. And Ukraine's history is very controversial. Through the years, Russia has appropriated it, stolen it, called it their own, and then tried to change Ukrainian history to make it their own, this great rich heritage that Ukraine has. So our mission at the Ukraine Military History Institute is go back through history and reclaim Ukraine's great military history tradition, because Ukraine's military history tradition encompasses almost all the great military traditions in the world. It started out interfacing and competing with the Vikings as well as Constantinople, absorbed those traditions over the years. It became part of the Russian military history tradition, the great Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, and then the Ottoman, Mongol, kind of Crimean Tatar heritage of Genghis Khan's great military tradition, all fused, competed, and created this unique military history tradition inside Ukraine, which I call the Ukrainian Cossack military history tradition, which takes from Western military history, the German, English, American Mission Command, NATO Mission Command School, as well as the good things, hopefully, and leaves the bad from the Russian school, deep battle, and a lot of the positive things that have come out of the Russian military history tradition. And our mission is to help with the world's best military history center studying the current war, going all the way back into history throughout Ukraine's history, starting battles from World War II that were fought in Ukraine, World War I, the first Ukrainian independence period from 1917 through the Russian Civil War in 1921, back to the Cossack period, all the way back. Ukraine has a great and unique style of fighting and tradition of fighting. The first written constitution was written by Ukrainian Cossack class, the warrior class, wrote down the first Declaration of Rights in history, in modern history, which founded the Enlightenment, led to the American Declaration of Bill of Rights, the Polish Constitution, and a number of other declarations of rights and constitutions since then were all inspired first by Ukraine's Declaration of the Rights with Pep Orlok after the defeat at Poltava at the hands of Peter the Great. So understanding Ukraine's military history tradition is a passion of ours. And every author who comes on this episode who publishes a written work, we're actually paying those authors. So if you want to donate to support the authors, you can donate to get access to anything that's been published in the Ukraine Military History membership site, which we're going to be releasing soon, where people who write about the current war or things from the past in Ukrainian military history, or some military historical case study that can help Ukraine think about how to fight and win and innovate in the current war, all those authors are getting paid by the center. I want to encourage great scholarship by paying Ukrainians to write their own history, and other people want to contribute to pay them to build this body of work and knowledge at the Ukraine Military History Institute. So when you donate to support this podcast, we have production costs. It helps us pay the author that we come on and interview about what they've written or what they've done, and then also just pays for all the production costs, the social media, the distribution, and everything that you enjoy about this podcast. So that's the first way you can support the center. The second big way you can support the center is we have and are building a Heroes of Ukraine tour, which is going to be a custom program that we're developing, which takes people who want to come in and see the battlefields of Ukraine from the current war that have been liberated. We can take you to different battlefield sites. The Battle of Kyiv, which we've studied very well and have a lot of material, people who've studied that and can show that to you. Or if you want to go out to other sites, battles that have in territory that's been liberated in Kherson or Zaporizhzhia or other places out in Sumy or Kharkiv province, we can take you around to those sites. This is something we're developing. We want to launch this if and when the full-scale fighting with Russia pauses. We believe this could be a much bigger tour that people can come on a tour just buying individual seats, and over a couple of weeks meet people from all over the world who want to see Ukraine. But before we do that public version of the tour where anyone can book any number of seats at scheduled times, if any of you would like to have a tour of the battlefields of Ukraine that have already been liberated and are safe, we don't do war tourism to active parts of the fighting, but we do tours, historical staff ride battlefield tours for military professionals, government officials, and or business leaders that would like to understand what has happened here. You can contact us about the Heroes of Ukraine tour. So that's the Ukraine Military History Institute, which pays for and produces this podcast. The next sponsor I'd like to discuss is the Ukraine Center for Traumatic Stress. This is a center that is near and dear to my heart because of my past service in combat as a soldier, my study of history and the history of psychological trauma that comes from serving in combat, personal experience of my own, overcoming my own struggles with it, is a center dedicated to helping advance the research conversation and funding of breakthrough technologies and treatments for post-traumatic stress disorder, which affects a number of soldiers who've served in Ukraine. And we want to make sure that they recover psychologically to become productive, vibrant leaders in the future of Ukraine. This is headed by Major General Vladislav Klochkov, retired, the former commander, the first commander of the Moral Psychological Support Forces of Ukraine under the Commander-in-Chief, President Valery Zaluzhny. It was a new position that he created right before the full-scale invasion. And General Klochkov has written his PhD on military psychology of a soldier and is passionate about advancing the study and the treatment of this disorder for Ukrainian veterans. This is a podcast that we're going to be releasing very soon in Ukrainian, translated into English for those who are not Ukrainian that want to listen in on the conversation and comment on it on our social media. But the interviews will be conducted in Ukrainian to advance and start the conversation for Ukrainian veterans, mental health professionals, and government officials who are working on this problem, which we believe is critical to solve for the future of Ukraine. So if you'd like to donate to support that podcast, to help us produce and start that conversation, or if you'd like to inquire about donating to supporting specific veterans going through different treatments, workshops for treatment of PTSD you're welcome to reach out to us. The center also has a rehabilitation through golf program where we pay for Ukrainian veterans to play golf and go play in our annual Heroes of Ukraine Freedom Summit golf tournament, which will be held next year in Dallas in the United States in March. And this is a very important program that you can also take a look at sponsoring veterans in their journey to mental health recovering. So that's the Ukraine Center for Traumatic Stress. And then finally, for those of you who watch this podcast, that you see our co-hosts, some of the guests that come on there, all of our podcasts are filmed in Ukraine. The reason we do this is I believe in talking to Ukrainians and people who will actually come to Ukraine that want to speak about Ukrainian military history, analysis of the current war, defense industry issues, all the things that we need to learn in Ukraine and our allies in NATO who've supported Ukraine to fight and win the next war against our adversaries, Russia, China, Iran. All of the people that support Vladimir Putin are learning from this war the lessons that Russia's learning. We need to make sure that we learn the lessons from the war that Ukrainians are learning better and implement those across the force for our partner forces, Americans, British, all the other European NATO forces, partners out east, Japan, South Korea, Australia, all the countries that are supporting Ukraine. We want to make sure that we create a community that disseminates those lessons. And we get contacted by different groups, sometimes governments, foreign militaries that would like advisory services to help them learn and implement the lessons of this war for their armed forces. Defense companies would reach out and would like to get help developing, testing their product, selling their product inside Ukraine that may be helpful on the battlefield. That's what the Borderlands Group does. We advise defense tech companies. We even do forward support engineering for defense tech companies, software development, hardware, hiring and staffing, a forward deployed engineering shop for Western defense companies. So all those services, if you're looking for advisory services, custom analytical studies by Rob Lee and his team, defense advisory services for defense companies or foreign militaries, we can put together a package for you, give you a proposal, and help you with that. So to get in touch with us, just go to the website for theborderlandsgroup.com, fill out our contact us form. We'll evaluate your request and get back to you in the appropriate secure communication channel if that's what you'd like to do. So thank you for watching the sponsor reads here. It's important to me that we provide value to you in every podcast episode, and these are the ways that you can support us so we can continue to afford to produce and expand and increase the frequency of our content production for the benefit of Ukraine and its allies fighting this war, winning this war, and the next.